Hey guys, let's do a ScentWorx haul. It's been a hot minute since I've done anything with ScentWorx. Not just on this channel, just in general. I have not purchased any ScentWorx candles since the Blueberry Pumpkin came out. Blueberry Pumpkin, probably my all-time, well, Pumpkin Patch from ScentWorx. Those are two ScentWorx candles that I really feel like deserve to be brought up to the majors, put into maybe a HomeWorx candle, and maybe change the name or keep the same name, because those are two candles from ScentWorx that I really feel like deserve to be brought into the HomeWorx line. In my opinion, they're two best candles from ScentWorx. I have never once purchased any of their summer and spring candles. I have no interest in doing that. And I think Warm Apple Pie, probably from ScentWorx, if I were to pick a third one, that one would be one that I would include. My biggest issue with this brand, and of course ScentWorx is a sister company of HomeWorx, has been they don't always pull out very well, therefore their throw lacks sometimes. So about half of the candles that I've had with them have had issues pulling out really well. You know, that's why I haven't really immersed myself in this brand. I don't even know if people really even care about ScentWorx anymore, or if they cared at all to begin with. You know, I don't think they're being given out as far as PR goes, and therefore I don't think people are really going out and spending their own money on them either. As far as people who were receiving PR, this entire haul was purchased by myself. I wasn't sent these candles. This order came to about $130 some odd after tax. I have 8 candles here, all fall releases that I think just within the past couple of weeks maybe hit the Kohl's website. Of course, you can purchase these on Kohl's. Most of these candles were available in my store. One thing about Kohl's shipping, I have not had very good luck with their shipping, but to my surprise, this actually did really well. Everything here arrived in really good shape. So I am at least impressed with that. One thing I want to mention before I get started on this haul, that right there, that is banana maple pancakes from HomeWorx. I'm just finishing up that candle. You'll see it in my empties video coming up here pretty soon. And my scent of the day from Eldo. It is You or Someone Like You. I talked about this in my summer favorites video. As you can see, I'm almost done here with this bottle. So I guess you could say I really enjoy this fragrance. It is a grassy, fresh cut grass, minty fragrance, little bit of florals in it, perfectly unisex. Love that one for the spring and summer months. So I'm just gonna hop right into this video. I did, full disclosure, I did an initial unboxing video that I filmed with this last night. It did not go so well. So I'm gonna redo this video and see if my impressions, we'll call it first impressions, change at all on these candles, because that unboxing video was not very favorable. I feel like I was a little too harsh on these. So let's see how I react to them after sleeping on it for a night. First one, probably my favorite of the bunch, Hot Apple Cider. Pretty sure this one came out last year. I don't know how many of these came out last year. I wasn't buying candles last year, but I think this one did come out last year. This is exactly what I was hoping it was. Honeycrisp cider, brown sugar, golden pear, and autumn spice. And yeah, it's a very straightforward, very well done apple cider fragrance. I'm a huge fan of apple cider fragrances. This will probably bring back some memories of the Bath & Body Works apple cider candle they did a few years ago. It came out in 2018. We saw it the following year in 2019, but I don't think we've seen it since then. And this is very reminiscent of that. So if Bath & Body Works does not release an apple cider fragrance this year, or HomeWorx, then go and pick this one up if you really like apple cider fragrances. It's exactly what you want it to be. Okay, the next one, and I'm a little bit disappointed with this one. I was hugely disappointed with this one when I did my initial unboxing video. It's this one right here. Honey Drizzled Pumpkin, because it had so much potential. I feel like this one really had a lot of potential. You know, just drizzle a lot of honey on almost like a bakery pumpkin. That's what I was hoping for. Drizzled honey, fresh pumpkin, creamy vanilla, and toasted ginger snap. Just I feel like they took that fresh pumpkin a little too far. It's a little too literal. It's almost a very fresh fragrance. I get a little bit of a sweetness here, but it's not that real gourmand sweetness that I was hoping from a honey note here and even a creamy vanilla. There's not really a lot of that. I get a lot of that fresh pumpkin. There is some of the toastedness though in this fragrance, which it kind of doesn't really go together, that toastedness with the freshness of the pumpkin. I'm very confused by what I'm smelling here with this candle. So my thoughts really haven't changed from last night to tonight, so I don't know, maybe. I'm gonna have to burn this one on cold. It's not impressive really, and it's more just kind of confusing fragrance on cold. Okay, this one had a lot of potential too. Fall Festival. If I were to go by the scent notes, I'd probably love this fragrance. Mulled apple cider, pumpkin spice, warm bourbon, and vanilla bean. Yeah, all that sounds really good. This one's so disappointing. I'm reading all these scent notes. Mulled apple cider, pumpkin spice, warm bourbon, and vanilla bean. But I smell the candle and I'm like, where is all of that? It's a very generic, basic apple fragrance. And I'm okay with that, but all these notes I see online and then I see them on the candle too, and I sniff it. That's not what this is. It's just a very generic apple, on cold anyway. I don't get anything else really. I mean, it's a sweet, generic apple. You could find something like this at Better Homes and Gardens, at Walmart, you know, Sensationals, that kind of stuff. A very generic retail wax smell. Yeah, they dropped the ball. They dropped the ball on that one. Fall Festival had a really good chance to be something special, and it just isn't. Okay, here you go. Spiced pumpkin puree. Another one I was looking forward to. Spiced pumpkin, cinnamon stick, crushed clove, vanilla bean. Okay, I see what they're doing here. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much what the notes are saying it is. But boy, it'd be really hard to recommend this over something like Pumpkin Clove from Bath & Body Works, which just brings more to the table. It brings this style of fragrance, but more. You could even go for Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin, which really doesn't add any kind of sweetness. This might add a little bit of a sweetness to it. Yeah, it's very much what it says it is. I don't feel like there's enough oomph here behind this candle. I want there to be something more here to this, which I'm just not getting, and I can't really recommend not going with the Bath & Body Works candles versions of this over this. I don't really want to tell you to buy this one, waste your money. That's halfway through the haul, and honestly, my thoughts so far have not changed from last night. I felt like I was being a little bit too harsh with the candles, but I don't feel like anything so far has changed. This was a keeper though. Spiced pumpkin apple, and the notes on this one are spiced pumpkin, apple, ginger, and cinnamon. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I get a lot of the Bath & Body Works pumpkin apple from this, not as heavy on the clove, which I'm okay with. I'm glad that this is a version of that is not exact to that. It is toned down on the clove, and it's even similar to, some people might remember this candle, spiced pumpkin cider from Bath & Body Works that we haven't seen for a while now. Yeah, some similarities to that, because that does have some similarities to pumpkin apple. It was basically just toned down spiciness, you know, take that clove and tone it down and add just a touch of a cinnamon cider fragrance. And this one, it can kind of be in that same family. They're all, you know, siblings of each other, slight tweaks here and there. I think I might prefer this one over spiced pumpkin cider. So yeah, this is a keeper. Spiced pumpkin apple. And the next one, I think the majority of people are going to really like this one. It is Cranberry Biscotti. And the notes are cranberry, crushed walnut, molasses, and vanilla bean. Boy, I'm still on the fence with this one. For some reason, I feel like the cranberry here mixed with the sweet bakery biscotti. Just, I don't feel like they combine very well together. But the candle community is very predictable, and I feel like a bakery fragrance like this, people will go gaga over. If you're a fan of bakery, I feel like this is probably the fragrance you're going to want to own out of all the candles I have in this haul. I'm just not a real big fan of this, and it doesn't really scream fall to me either. It's really kind of just a sweet cranberry bakery fragrance that, you know, you could burn this throughout the entire year. I feel like people are going to really like that, just simply because of the bakery note in it. And this one that I thought I probably wouldn't like, it's toasted pumpkin s'mores, but you know, you put pumpkin s'mores on something and people are going to run towards it. Pumpkin puree, fluffy marshmallow, white chocolate, toasted graham cracker. Yeah. I mean, I really get that chocolate in this. I'm not a huge fan of chocolate. It almost smells like an Oreo kind of chocolate, Oreo cookie. So I'm gonna imagine that's what that graham cracker is there, because it does have a kind of a crackery, crunchy, gourmand white chocolate here. Boy, I don't even know if I would call that white chocolate. It's reminiscent of the Bath & Body Works, what was that? That Italy cannoli candle that kind of smelled like cookies on cold. That's what this smells like, or I guess s'mores. Man, when I first take the lid off, I almost want to say it smells like cheese. That's weird. That's weird to me. But then it very clearly, you know, that chocolate comes through, and I'm just not a huge fan of chocolate here. But there is a graham cracker note in this. I think a lot of people will probably like this if they're looking for a s'mores-ish type candle. I'm just not. I was hoping maybe we would get more of that pumpkin, less chocolate here in this. It's pretty much what it says. There's just really no pumpkin in that. Okay, the last one is Cool Autumn Day. My last candle, 8 candles in this haul. And I thought this one was gonna have a chance to be something like a version of Autumn from Bath & Body Works. Autumn apple, orange zest, eucalyptus frost, and white cedar. And to my surprise, it's actually probably a little more eucalyptus-y version of Sweater Weather from Bath & Body Works. That's exactly what it is. So I don't necessarily hate it. I don't need another Sweater Weather. I have plenty of that candle. Disappointing in that aspect, but it is a candle DNA that I really do like. So Cool Autumn Day, just know what you're getting into before you get it. That is a version of Sweater Weather. So that is my ScentWorx haul. I really would love to see Blueberry Pumpkin come back, Pumpkin Patch come back. Those were my 2 favorites. Maybe even Warm Apple Pie. I don't really have a lot of invested interest in this company, and I haven't really heard anybody talking about it. So if you guys are interested in this company, let me know. Is there anybody that has any interest in ScentWorx anymore? Because I just feel like not a lot of people are talking about this brand, and I can understand why. I really can. Even for fall, where I feel like fall could be their easiest season. Not a lot of winners here. I feel like definitely Spiced Pumpkin Apple and the Hot Apple Cider were the 2 standouts for me in this haul. Nothing really else. Maybe the Cranberry Biscotti. I don't know how that's going to transition from cold to burning. We'll see. The Honey Drizzled Pumpkin. Where is that one? Who knows? I mean, once I get this burning, maybe it's going to surprise me, but on cold, no, it smells very, very fresh. I was not expecting that. I guess I could have something to offer. I mean, take a little bit of the spices and whatnot that you would normally get from a typical fall candle and give a lot of freshness. Maybe that could really surprise me. I'll include all of these in my empties videos once I'm done burning them and whatnot. But this haul, to say the least, it wasn't hugely impressive, and I didn't really change many of my thoughts from last night, my unboxing video. So I appreciate you guys watching. I'll talk to you soon.